What's up, everybody? This is Flip Masters.
And this is Andrew, and this
is Real Talk. Welcome to the very first live fishing show right here on Facebook.
It's a gift, dude. You know that's a gift. Not many people could do that. I don't have to even throw up. I just have to go in the bathroom, and I mean, right now it's like an ejection system. I say, oh, it's bad? Oh, it's gone.
You're killing me, dog.
You made me go. Right in front of your mom, too, man.
You know what? I'm itching my nose on that one. Yeah,
you
you quit that, you know, whatever.
What do you got, man?
You know what? She's definitely here. Okay. All right, guys. So I don't know if a lot of people that are watching the show, I've actually had a few people talk to me behind the scenes and stuff. They talked to me and they just kind of started fishing. So I've got 10 tips for fishing beginners, for beginning fishing, saltwater, freshwater. These are just 10 basic, simple tips to kind of get you started and get you going. So tip number 1 is do your research. Okay, before you go and you cast that first line out, make sure you have a general idea of what you're getting yourself into.
Hey, you'll wish you did.
You wish you had.
You'll wish you did. Because
That's
everybody
right.
doing something and you'll go, damn, I look stupid.
Yeah, he does look stupid. Yeah, and the fact that you're frozen there even looks funnier. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Well,
yeah, you just froze up for a second.
Okay. Well, that was tip 1, and you're right about that. Do your research.
Do your research, and that will definitely help. Okay, so we had a little mouse problem there. Everything froze up. So we got it back. We got it back. Okay, so that, and there's plenty of books. There's plenty of vlogs. There's YouTube channels such as Fishing Disabled and Too Deep Extreme Fishing TV. You'll check us out on YouTube, and you'll be able to get some tips and quick tips, things like that, to kind of get you started and put you in the right direction. All right.
Well, I would consider our sites even better than some books.
You know what? I would too, because there's thousands of people. There's thousands of people, lots of pictures. We post on things like pushingwake.com, which is, you know, basically a blog. Lots of info there. Worldwide.
Worldwide.
That's
we are
right.
the first ever fishing talk show on Facebook Live.
That's right.
So there you go.
So you are part of it.
Boom. Boom. There you go. What's number 2? You got number 2, number 3?
All right, so number 2 is understand the basic procedures. All right.
That's a boring one. Let's just skip that one. Is that not the most boringest freaking one of them? Is that boring? Nah, we'll figure that one out later. You know how when you're putting something together, it's like, oh my God. Okay, unwrap the wrapping from that. Wait, okay, number 3.
You're killing me. All right, so number 3, choose the right equipment for you. Okay, not for the guy next door, not for the angler down the street. You choose the angler equipment for you. So, you know,
100% right.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you're gonna benefit from the most specific rod and reels that's simpler for someone who is just beginning to cast. Don't go after a bait caster, open-faced reel like an Abu Garcia or an Yvette and expect not to have a bird's nest the size of Texas.
In my opinion, seriously, do not go after the reels that you're seeing on YouTube all the time just because you see it because it's big stars using it. You do not need to spend $200 or $300 to $400 to go fishing in the ocean. You first go fishing in the ocean. And then one day you move yourself up to the expensive stuff. But
That's right.
Go fishing, whatever you do. If you've got $50, don't say go fishing. Go.
Yep.
How about that?
That sounds really cool.
Fishing.com, baby. I'm throwing stuff. I'm starting to throw stuff now.
All right, I'm trying to...
So that was number 3, huh?
Let's see. Bird's nest the size of Texas. I like that. Dude, yeah, let me tell you, that's terrible. We've all been there. All right, so let's see. We're on number 3. So number 4. The bait is the main course of fishing. So basically, that just means make sure that you get the type of baits that you're using. That's a, how do I say that the right way?
I know.
Aim for your species.
Don't buy shrimp. Don't buy shrimp if you're in. You're right. I mean, come on.
Unless you're catfishing.
Worms for freshwater.
That's right.
Shrimp for saltwater. If you remember those two, and then branch off from those,
Yep.
you'll be doing okay, right?
That's right. Yeah, just make sure you have the right bait for the type of fishing that you're doing. I mean, if you're freshwater, use catfish bait. Use rattle traps, spoons, jigs, anything that'll attract bass and stuff like that. Okay, so just make sure you have the right equipment. So do your research.
I think that my rattle traps that I use from the ocean
Mm-hmm.
in the ponds and in the lakes, I think they're so big they're scaring the fish. That sounds like a underwater car coming in.
Yeah. So Joel says he always takes a cast net and uses what's in the water. That's brilliant because that is the bait that is currently being eaten by the fish, by your game fish. So that's perfect.
It's way better than fresh dead too.
Yeah, oh, yeah, for always.
Anything alive's better than fresh dead, but if you can't get something alive, and fresh dead.
Oh, fresh.
Fresh dead's not frozen for 2 days at the local Quick Mart. That's not fresh dead. That's last choice, right?
That's what happens when you don't have an option type thing.
Oops, I didn't get the bait.
Yep.
What's number 5, my brother?
Number 5. All right, so number 5 is location, location, location. Have an idea where you want to fish. Have it that have chosen to spawn in that area. So like if you have a big lake and stuff and you know that this location over here, the fish are spawning, find the location because it leads to the great deal of fish. So that's a big thing to remember when you're trying to catch fish.
And if you can tell where people are in their pictures, like on the internet, just go there, or just bug them until they finally tell you. That seems to always work. Or when they take you fishing, promise you're not going to tell anybody, then post a picture immediately to Instagram. Bam! It works every time.
Yeah, keep your spot secret. But if you have a friend who's fishing and willing to talk to you about it, talk to him about it.
Yeah, but don't tell me. If you tell me, I told that guy that time, Andy, I'll take you, but you got to promise not to tell anybody. And I went, oh, I can't do that. You should have seen his face. He's like, okay. And what was funny, that next morning when he showed up, I was standing on the rock he was going to show me. And I went, terrible. Oh, you got here? He was in that's my spot. My jetty.
Yeah, oh yeah. Sure, that's what it was. All right, number 6. Check the weather. Make sure you know what the weather's going to... You hear it out there? Boom. It's thundering right now. Obviously, you don't want to go fishing, and you're like, oh, look, the sun's out, and I'm just going to go fishing all day in this pond way out in the middle of no man's land. And what happens to you? Starts pouring down, raining, and your truck gets sunk and flooded in. Guess what? You are there. So make sure you check the weather and you know what's going on. I'm going to read his comment real quick. Joel Riviera said, where I'm going, there's tons of finger mullet, not only 4 to 5 inch, but small 2-inch finger mullet. That's perfect. I love fishing over there.
That makes me sick.
I don't know why I said that, fishing over there, but I like fishing where there's lots of mullet.
You know what I'm saying? It makes me sick when I'm hearing this. You know what I mean?
Why?
I'm ready to get out there and get the cast net going. You know what I mean? Anytime we were talking about the fresh bait and all that stuff. Yep. I'll tell you what, if I have junky shrimp, we all know hardheads start eating on it when it's no good, and I can catch one whiting. There's been times that's all I needed. I'll cut them up for other bait fish and then cut them up for shark rigs, and that's how it starts.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to sum these other ones up real quick just to get them kind of through fast. We're moving too quick on the subject. All right, so number 7, dress for the sport. That means dress for the proper attire or the wear. Don't go out there in a business suit. Although it would be good on YouTube. However, it really sucks. Okay, so number 8 would be bring food. Bring something to eat. Okay, just because you think you're going to catch food and you're going to have fish while you're on the beach doesn't mean you're going to have fish while you're on the beach. Yeah, anytime you're desperate for it, you're not gonna get it.
Yeah, you'll eat hardhead.
That gaff top hardhead.
Catfish. That'll be the only time you call it catfish.
That'll be your buttermilk. All right, number 9, bug spray.
Oh my God.
That is a given.
That's
All
a
right,
given.
and number 10 would be less distractions. All right, so I understand people got small kids and dogs and everything like that. Try your best not to bring them on your first fishing trip, because in order to bring home your prize fish, you got to have optimal concentration, because this is your first fishing trip. I know you want to bring your kid out and fish, but if you're looking like a bumbling idiot, the fish are going to look at you like, look at a bumbling idiot. But your kid's going to be looking at you like a bumbling idiot too. So think about that. And there you go. There's the top 10.
I keep getting those looks from my kids. Number 10, I need to remember, Andy needs to learn Rule 10. Well, maybe 1 through 10. Well, I always say. But hey, anybody talking? Anybody got anything? We're about to end this out, ain't we?
Here in just a little bit. I got one more thing to talk about. And I'm just checking my little stuff here. I'm looking over.
We both have to do that. I'm looking at all this music playing and thinking to myself, I wonder what kind of music we're going to listen to next.
I don't know. What kind of music you got going on?
I don't know. My computer's
Hey, Crystal said, hey, Boo. I guess Boo's on. Hi, Boo.
Hey, Boo.
All right, so the last topic that I'm going to talk to you about before we get going here today, we're trying to cut a little shorter. However, we were kind of ran a little late. I'm going to talk to you about whatever that was going on there. I don't even know. I couldn't even hear it. All right, so first I'm going to talk to you about my coffee cup.
Oh, boo. See? If he's a good guy, I'd be sending it immediately.
Hey, you know what? You're going to have to talk my wife out of it, because this is her favorite show, and this is her coffee cup. You sell...
Love it. There's a whole lot of coffee.
This is a whole lot of coffee, dude. Mm-hmm.
My God, is that the key? So if anybody ever says, which I doubt it'll ever happen, I want to be just like you, the key is lots of coffee.
Lots of coffee.
So that's the thing we need to know. Lots of coffee.
Yep.
And eat lots of processed food, or don't eat processed food. We eat fish. Eat lots of. What rule could that be? Rule 11.
Go
Get
fishing.
Out there, eat your fish. Oh my God.
All right, so the last topic I'm going to talk to you about is sit on top kayaks versus sit in kayaks. Just some basic information of what you should know. So, like, let's say you decided to go BTB in a sit-in kayak, which is also called a SIK. I wouldn't advise that. And part of the reason why is because while you're going through the waves or going through the surf, sit on top kayaks take waves better than the sit-in kayaks do, because they take on the water, but then shortly after they drain the water off via the scupper holes. Yeah. Okay. So
the name of those.
Yeah. Plus, the gear is usually stored in the bulkheads. That seems to be something that's a big deal with sit-on-top kayaks, which is also called a SOT kayak, because 90% of the time they have plenty of storage options, like bulkheads, little bitty compartments here and there to put your stuff. So you can put your gear inside of them. And if you do go out and you do happen to turtle or take a roll, you have a less chance of losing your gear or getting it wet. 9 times out of 10, it'll remain floating. So that's a big deal whenever you're going BTB. If you're trying to go BTB with a sit-in kayak, I recommend not doing it unless you got a skirt and not a dress skirt.
It's a zip skirt, isn't it? It's not the buttons ones, because they got those one kayaks on the waves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They do like surfboards. You've seen them before.
Oh, I know
They're the
exactly what you're talking about.
they're the main. They run kayaks. They do like surfboards, real long.
Oh, I know exactly what
But
you're talking
they have they have the zip in things. But I've seen people bring their kayaks down. The sit-in kind.
about.
And they didn't make it even to the. If they would have made it to the fourth gut, they would have drowned.
I'm telling
I've
you.
seen it. You know
Well,
what I mean?
that's part of the problem.
Mine before fully loaded, I've been hit on the fourth gut so hard, and the water coming over the top of me like this,
Yeah.
that probably this much of my kayak was out of the water. And when you're doing this, and when your kayak comes back up like this, it's draining.
Oh, yeah.
Like this, it's draining at all times. So by the time I get to the next one, I've already drained half that water, unless the waves are built up on each other, one after another, bam, bam, bam. Then you might as well turn around and go home.
My mom said, everybody say happy birthday to Flip. His birthday is the 9th.
Oh,
Why you got to call me out like that, Ma?
oh, happy birthday! How many days is that from now? That's 4 days from now.
Yeah, I guess
The
so.
show
That would be when it's Thursday is actually the show. Mom, I'll be on live on Wednesday too. They can say it then. But thank you, Crystal. So she said happy birthday because she
Where we
likes
can
me.
put comments for it. Your mom's thinking ahead, right?
Oh yeah, she always thinks that.
Everybody share this out really good for Flip for his birthday, and make sure everybody comments and stuff, because it's really important on Flip's birthday that we get Cece's really smart if you think about that. Yeah, his birthday wish is to get 1 million views off this. Let's see if we can make that happen for Flip.
1 million views? Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Hey, you know what would happen? We would forget to download it on YouTube, and they take all that money and give it to another YouTuber.
Well, that'll do that anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's okay.
But yeah, the sit-in kayaks are really good. You can use them for most river runs and small lakes, things like that. But I don't recommend going BTV in it for sure. So just remember that when you have a sit-in kayak, most of your gear is either strapped on the outside or inside your cockpit with you. So if you do take a tumble or you turtle or roll and you don't have a skirt on, you're basically... Oh, I didn't explain what the skirt was, did I? The skirt goes around the cockpit and straps to the body to keep water from getting inside of the yak itself. It's kind of a simple way of putting it. But all of your gear inside there, so if you get douched and you're in the waves and you're turtling and rolling in the waves, for one, you're going to be stuck in the kayak, which if you do have a skirt on, you don't get them wet, but you're stuck in a kayak and now you're face planting into shell. And if any of y'all have ever had shell rash, let me tell you, it sucks.
Well, if any of you have ever been over on a kayak and know one simple rule, the first thing you do when you come off that kayak is you try to get away from the kayak smushing you.
That's right.
Man, when I'm going over, Flip, I know I'm going over. The first thing I do is get ready. I'm always ready for a ditch. I'm making sure I got my hand on the paddle really good, and I'm grabbing for the most expensive stuff I got on board. There you go.
Right on. Joel, we are on Wednesdays at 7 and Sundays at... Oh, did I say that backwards? No, I said it right. Wednesdays at 7 and Sundays at 8 p.m. Central Time.
Worldwide, baby. First ever on Facebook, live fishing show. Yep. We need some... Hey, well, I guess we're going to be running this show when I get down there for the 30-day beach challenge for me live on the beach.
That's right. We're going to be doing it live on the beach, and I'll be with him on the 8th through the 11th. So we'll be running this, maybe a live show, maybe 2 live shows, maybe more while we're out there, and I'll be with him on that.
I think we should try to run as many as we can on the beach.
Yep. Hey, if y'all have any questions on how this works and how this operates, catch me on my Facebook, and we'll talk. I'll let you know details on it. It's pretty interesting, and I tell you what, you don't have a single problem with the bails flipping over. Let's say you're casting, bail flips, watch your bait, just fly away. You've seen it do it. Snap, there goes your line, and there's your bait, along with your $25 leader.
Oh my gosh.
Bye.
Bye, leader.
Yep.
You can see
So
it.
anyway, you don't have that problem. The bail doesn't flip. It doesn't trip over. You just cast. You just pull your fingers, and it drops it back in the bail. You reel it just like you would normally a spinning cast.
Very nice. Very, very, very nice.
So
I got it.
I'm looking right now to see. That's okay. It's probably time for us to get going. I'm sure y'all can still hear us, which is fantastic.
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah, we're having some internet connection problems. I've got some weather here, guys. It's raining again. If y'all catch my video, you'll know.
Do the finger thing. I'm waiting for the finger thing.
Oh, okay. Well,
Are we doing that right now?
yeah, but no, it's one of those things, you know.
Oh yeah, but hey, man, Flip, really seriously, man, I appreciate everything you do for Too Deep Extreme Fishing Outdoors, and your Flip with Fishing Disabled. Everybody can join us on our groups on Facebook. If you don't know where our groups are, you must not be listening to us. But make sure you join this, and if there's something in the show you want to go over, we talked about, you can get on both of our YouTube channels, huh, Flip?
That's right.
I mean, it's in the descriptions of these. We'll be posting all these up. Go to it, please. I need some help with subscribers. If you have any kind of advice on my site, give it to me. Won't I?
That's right.
All night long. Anybody says, "Hey, Andy, put a capital L at the end of your words," I put a capital L at the end of my words.
Y'all see these two right here? You can go to fishingdisabled.com. You can go to toodeepextreme.com, and they'll have links to our stuff right there. That's the fastest way to get to us. Y'all just check it out, or you go to your YouTube channel and subscribe to our YouTube channels and keep up with everything we do. All our fresh, brand new content, vlogs, everything is coming to you live.
So let's just do it like this, man. Hey, Flip, I'm Andrew.
And this is Flip.
And we are Real Talk. All righty. Hey, Flip, thank you so much. Everybody have a great night.
Y'all take care, guys. Thanks for watching.
Wednesday.